Welcome back to Metroid Prime 4. It's been a weekend since I played. I have no idea what I was doing. Okay, that's the way out. Looks like just move on with the bike. I don't want to go too far into it, but man, is there a lot of negativity surrounding this game right now. I can understand some of it, but a lot of it seems to be blown out of proportion. Yeah, I saw I could target him. Well, that's cool. This weapon is pretty powerful. The bike weapon. Okay, this is active now. It looks like it goes off too fast. I don't think I can just slip in there real quick. That might require the boost ball. Wait a minute. Okay, I've been on this side. I beat the boss. So that means I think I can go... I think I can leave, can't I? This was grayed out on the map, so I thought that maybe I hadn't explored this one yet, but it looks like I have. The map is a little bit confusing in this. Sometimes it doesn't really show where areas like connect in and out of other areas. Like this here. That goes to another area, but there's no indication that it connects elsewhere. Save station, save station. I don't think I can talk to him, can I? Yeah. Oh, wait, I see something down on the bottom here. Oh, that's where the grapple thing was. This is what happens when you don't play a game for an entire weekend. I guess I've got the bike. I think I can just leave. I need to go back to the one that I was just in, don't I? Yeah. I'll figure it out eventually. If I really get stuck, I can just cut stuff out. Listen to that guitar. Somebody's really mealy in there. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, I guess I can just leave. I have to say, this game, like difficulty-wise, this game kind of isn't fucking around. It has... In a lot of areas, it has the difficulty of Metroid Prime 2, but the frequency of health drops of Metroid Prime 3. So, difficulty-wise, it's like a combination of 2 and 3. In a lot of ways, it's a combination of 2 and 3, which is cool. Because we just got Prime 1 remastered. Morph ball deal here. Yes, the double jump. Okay, that's... Space jump is what we just got. Alright, it's all coming back to me. I did a little homework this weekend. I was getting ready to post a video about Wave Race Blue Storm, because I just did Wave Race 64. And I recorded about an hour and 20 minutes of footage, and I ended it on a sour note. I said, yeah, the controls suck. This game's disappointing compared to the first one. But something just kept me, like, I wanted to play more. That's what it was. Usually if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, man, I want to play some of that. So I did. And I ended up having fun. So that's gonna go from one part that ended in disappointment to multiple parts. And I'm looking forward to it. That was my homework over the weekend. And it involved reading the instruction manual. Playing old games and uploading footage is reminding me that we used to have to read instruction manuals. Instruction manuals are to video games. Physical copies and instruction manuals are to video games what vinyl is to music. You talk to people who lived through the era of vinyl, they'll tell you that it was an experience, man. You listened to the music, you looked at the artwork on the vinyl, on the album cover. Sometimes they had extra little things in there. A well-made instruction manual used to be like a miniature art a miniature art book. Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube has a doozy of an art book, or instruction manual, I mean. Because I can just leave. Motorcycle and Space Jump acquired. Now we can fully explore this desert area. I will say I can understand the some of the characters that they have in this are are making me raise my eyebrow a bit. I don't want to go too much into it because you're not here for that, but Nintendo may be starting to do some things that other companies have been doing for a while. But as of now, it seems like people are blowing it out of proportion a little bit. The controls for this bike are really good. Like, I like just drifting around, as you can see. Their vehicle controls for people that might not necessarily play racing games, meaning that it's impossible to spin out. I think I'm just gonna cruise, man. Toggle the mini-map. Wait, hold on a second here. This might just be seagulls. Winged morphology. Gullbat. Bird variant adapted to the arid climate of Soul Valley. Naturally curious, they will instinctively track objects of interest. See, they're alright. Gullbats are a type of featherless bird. Aside from their primary set of wings, they have smaller secondary wings that serve as ailerons, as well as a long tail used for altitude control. They are herbivores who primarily feed on moisture-rich succulents, storing the water in their body in order to survive the arid Soul Valley climate. Naturally curious, they can often be seen flying at low altitudes as they track objects of interest. Well, I'm glad I didn't attack them then. They're just cute little birdies. You can tap R3, whatever the equivalent for the Switch is, to center the camera. Three words come to mind in this area: open world slop. Maybe there will be more to do here later, I don't know. But right now, I'm just kind of driving around hitting this green shit. The controls are good though, at least. This kind of stuff isn't really a huge deal to me. The stuff that bothers me is the character-related things. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, not quite. Oh, that's right. You need to run over these watermelons. They're like hydro melons. It's like the Gerudo Desert, but with a lot less stuff in it. What have we here? Heat. Plasma beam. Or its equivalent. Great job, Samus. That was a sick trick. I played a little bit of that Wizard of Oz Nintendo DS game that got a little bit of attention recently. And I do like it. I'm not a JRPG fan, but I love the art style. Unfortunately, I can't post footage of that. Because we know how difficult the DS can be to capture. And to be frank about it, it doesn't run well. If I just play it, there's a little teeny bit of slowdown, but if I try and record, it's noticeable. Noticeable audio crust, and that can ruin the experience. What do we have here? This is kind of cool looking. You know, this kind of gives me... You know what this reminds me of? This is like a desert version of Wind Waker. The green crystals would be the equivalent of collecting rupees while you're riding the boat. DAT tactical truck deployed to the UTO research center. No sign of its Federation crew. Its front tow hook is graspable using the psychic lasso. Chest protector for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. Oh. No significant damage detected. It can be safely connected to the body. Hey, we found a part for, do you mind? For Betsy. Sand Shren. Insect relative of the Shren family, native to Soul Valley. Attacks threats using a sharp, thick needle protruding from its mouth. Not anymore, he doesn't. Missiles are your best friend if you have difficulty aiming in this. I keep thinking, I gotta get back to my bike, but I don't. It is part of her. That is something that, okay, you want me to be positive about this? That is something that I love. The fact that she can just hop on her bike whenever. Having to do the shit like in Breath of the Wild where you gotta throw a bunch of crap in the gas tank to fill it up, no thanks. Just being able to jump on your bike and go whenever is really nice. Organic morphology. War wasp hive. Oops, I mean sand shren hive. Nest opening formed from tree fiber and sand mixed with shren saliva. Vulnerable to explosive impacts. I'll be able to read without stuttering one of these days. Just you wait. Okay, I don't think I can do anything here. Off we go. Is this a different direction than we just were? Ooh, what's that? Yuri Green? Wasn't that where I just was? Volt Forge. I'm kind of turned around, but I'm gonna go towards this here mountain. Nintendo went woke. Ah! I'm being facetious. If you can't tell. Character says hello and goodbye. Fandom in shambles. Is it just another one of them little fellers? Yes, it is. Get out of my face! Well, I can actually get up on this one. To find, another part of Betsy. Head for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. Unit interconnections have suffered minor damage, and its connector cables are severed. Its main systems are otherwise intact. Okay, so these big Federation thingies, whatever the hell these are. Oh, I guess they're like, okay, they're big chunks of the structure that got warped and blasted all over this planet. I understand. Whatever that, like, transporter thing that went off in the beginning was, blasted big chunks of the Galactic Federation facility. And each of them seems to contain a part for Betsy. Okay, we're getting back over towards Volt Forge again. I can seize it over there. I always feel like I've missed a little bit when I go through these. This, I can tell you right now, this is going to be indestructible. Rock rich in Gibbardom. Green energy traces detected within. Only psychic energy in the form of a diffused oscillation blast wave. There's a mouthful. Only psychic energy in the form of a diffused oscillation blast wave can pulverize it. Did you get all that, Samus? Gandrada, put some clothes on. You're making me sick. I can see your internal organs, Gandrada. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, get that green shit. I don't really mind this. It's not exactly riveting, but I don't know, this isn't like a deal breaker for me. As long as I'm not being lectured about this or that, I'm good. I mean, I was just playing some old, like really old racing games, like Sega Genesis racing games. Back in the day when they would have like licensed racing games, would be all about like one particular vehicle manufacturer. I was playing the Lotus series. There's a Lotus game, there's a Jaguar game, I'm sure there's tons of stuff like that. But it was just like, you just hit the gas and drive the car left and right as the road turns. Like, there's nothing fancy to it. If the car is fun to control, like, it's okay to just kind of tootle around and drive it around. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Any of the teleporter keys? If you're not sure where to go next, check the map.
Okay. Yeah, people are definitely overreacting about him. I'm sorry, have you played a Nintendo game before? Like Navi giving you hints about stuff? Have you played a video game before? I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Proceeds to talk about that. It's alright, once we get that talk out of the way, we can fully submerge ourselves in Metroid. Big volcano. Some of this overworld reminds me of the hub world in Sonic Frontiers. I saw some other people making that comparison, although, I mean, this looks better. Like, much better. Frontiers was decent. Like, you can tell they put some effort into that. But I still think it, like, at best, it was like 7 out of 10 game. I admire Sonic Team's the amount of effort they put into it, though. It had some really good music. The special stages were the best part because it was it's the same generation's shit that they've been reusing ever since. No, actually, the hub world controls in that were great. That was like Sonic Adventure. That's the closest we got. Sonic Frontiers is the closest we've gotten to like proper Sonic Adventure controls since SA2. Especially with all the wacky shit that they added in the later updates. Like, he has a spin dash boost move that completely trivializes most of his moveset. Swarm Flyer produces a lighter than air gas in its body, then floats into the air. The organism then propels itself by inhaling and expelling air. Just like me. Swarm flyers live in submerged lava until they reach maturity, when their bodies begin generating a lighter than air gas that lifts them into the air. Once aloft, they join their peers, forming a swarm. Their propulsion is achieved by sucking air into the front of their body and expelling it from the rear, with trajectory adjustments made by redirecting the expulsion. Their internal gas dissipates after a week, and as their buoyancy fades, swarm flyers return to the place of their birth, within the lava, spawn, and die. Within the lava, spawn, and die. Heat strap, terrestrial crustaceans found in the caves of Magdradra volcano. They absorb green energy gel as it seeps through the rock surfaces. Ooh, we got some platforms here. Energy gel seeping through the rock surface. The green energy in the planet's magma is filtered out by the stratum, causing it to emerge as a gel. The planet be all filled with green energy and shit. Doesn't sound like it's necessarily a good thing, though. I love this noise. Wow. Scan log. It's magma. Don't touch it. Significant leak from a lava transport pipe. The lava can be made to solidify if cooled quickly. However, flow pressure will force it to revert soon after. What did I just see? We got a little fella here. Another parasite type. Veyrnan. Uses sharp claws on the tips of its legs to crawl on the ground and walls. Reptile variant evolved to thrive in hot environments. Vernon are a reptile variant found in hot climates, such as the caves of Magdrada volcano. Though they are reptiles, they share some features with mammals, such as hair on their backs instead of scales. Using the two tusks in its jaws and the tusk growing from its forehead, it will firmly grasp rocks, then melt them with corrosive digestive fluids from its mouth. This will create a gas that the Vernon consumes for energy. That the Vernon then consumes. My boy Vern. Oh, that's right, I needed to do the brightness. Well, I seem to be on the right track. What is this? Oh, those are the keys. Put it there. 54. Whoops, my habit to hit start. I cannot break that habit. Start button is trad. Minus button for options. Hitting select for options. What's wrong with these people? Okay. Guess that's fine. Ooh, look at the heat waves. That's real fucking neato. Another boost ball thing. Lots of reading in this game. You don't have to read a whole lot of it if you don't want to. But it certainly is a big part of the game. Vehicle, light delivery truck, used to move materials and machinery. Required for energy management and for removing waste and other unwanted materials from the facility. Now, how, pray tell, does one get inside of this vehicle? You can see the cockpit. This doesn't really look like it opens back here. You can see the little exclamation point on the top left there. That's her danger warning. It had a little sound in the other games. Will that do damage? No. In Prime 1 it made like a little eh when you were really close. Vehicle, light delivery truck. Operational lighting suggests its battery may have been recently charged or replaced. Ooh, I can see ammo in there. inside the volcano. Oh, it's just this song. This is like one of the most reused tracks in Metroid. This is usually the song they use for magma areas. A rockfall has blocked the passage. The debris is made of extremely durable cornicite ore. High-powered explosives will be required to clear this blockage. Well, let me just hop over the magma here. Just gonna tell you. You can't do it yet, dummy. Alright, then what's on this side? The same thing. Whole lot of nothing. Keep revving. Meow. Was that Psylocke's hand? I'm not familiar enough with his design to know for sure. Huh, idiot. Make tight turns with L. Make tight turns, I think you mean do donuts. Yeah! This is nice. Little areas outside of that big sand hub world where you can tootle around on the bike. I like that. Oh shit, these guys. The fuck did you just say? Oh, what am I stuck on, damn it? These the same kind? Yes. I don't know why I'm doing this. Doesn't this replenish your ammo too? Maybe it's usually it's just health. Oh nope, ammo too. I know there are some Metroid games where it only does your health. I think in Fusion's case it doesn't do either. But save rooms are usually near recharge and missile recharge and health recharge. Lamorne plasma torch. Please tell me I can shove that into my arm. Cut the metal using high heat arc plasma, used to slice waste materials into manageable sizes. Uh oh. Pyramide. Sees with a single light-emitting eye and walks on 8 clawed feet. It will approach intruders in its territory and trigger an explosion to repel them. We don't want that to happen. Somebody's coming up behind me too. Oh, I'm just completely surrounded at the moment. You die? Damn, they're tough little buggers. Yeah, we're definitely entering Prime 2 territory with the amount of health a lot of these enemies have. I mean, this is what it's like when you first encounter the Ing splinters. Shit. Little fucker. I guess that was kind of mini boss-ish. I'll take that. Chip made by the Lemorn. A Galactic Federation engineer level 4 or higher can modify this chip and integrate it into your suit. Does that mean we have to upgrade Mackenzie? Upgrade Mackenzie so he can upgrade me? Let me see here. Galfed. Doesn't say anything about his level. I always called him the G-Fed. Isn't that a term they got from Star Trek? The Federation. I don't know what actor that was supposed to be. That kind of sounded like Sean Connery. Smashing entrance, wouldn't you say? No, I wouldn't, 007. Don't touch that, James. That's my lunch. Actually, no, Q doesn't call him James, does he? Doesn't he just call him 007? Guess we're not going back that way. I want to go back to see Miles, though. Miles per hour, I mean. I'm sure Tails could hook Samus up with some cool tech. Actually, that would probably go the other way around, because the Sonic universe doesn't have science fiction nearly as crazy as Metroid. Tails would probably learn a thing or two from researching her suit. And you know Samus would like him, because he's all cute and cuddly. She's got a soft spot for cute, cuddly things like Pikachu.
Looks like you found some Lemorn technology in Flare Pool. I'm pretty good with machines. Want to bring it back to base camp so I can take a look?
No! Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'll be there in a minute. Give me like 15 minutes, bro. I'm like all the way on the other side of the map. Lol, JK. I'm right behind you. stand right on top of it so it opens up and drops her in. Ooh. What's this? The Zonite room. Pottery crafted by ancient Lemorn pilgrims, used as a decoration to hold offerings. Pottery is hollow and can be shattered with little effort. Like, can I jump on it and break it? Oh yeah, I can. It's pretty cool. What about walking into it? Nope, it has to be the morph ball. Drain for circulating pumped groundwater. The drain draws from the same common channel, with the water evenly distributed to each. A light charge shot will not destroy these, however a full charge shot will. Good thing this isn't poisonous since it just kind of jumped right in. There's a missile expansion there. These are targetable. Oh, I'll bet I could probably freeze that or something. Ah. That was hidden. Now what did that do? Maybe there's another one. Did that do anything? Oh, it's a door. Can I get in there with that? No. Well, I need to lower this somehow. I kind of feel like I can't do this yet, but you never know. Well, the beam went through. Maybe there's something going on in here. Nope. How about here? Probably not. As much resistance as it's giving me. Well, I'm gonna say probably can't do this yet, since the rest of this puzzle probably involves freezing this water here. Or something like that. Other than the sandbirds, or the war wasps, whatever they're called, there really haven't been many enemies, or any enemies at all out here. So far, I think I would rank this one above 3. Just because it's not like... 3 was very hand-holdy just because of the Wii. Still a fun game. I love all 3 of the original trilogy, but it would be on the bottom. Order of release would be my power ranking for the first 3. Like, evaluated by themselves, but with this one in there, I think I would have this above 3. So just as we are now, I would have them ranked 1, 2, 4, and then 3. I know a lot of people would put Prime 2 above 1, which I cannot fault you for, because Prime 2 is a fantastic game. Prime 2 went through the same life cycle as Majora's Mask. A lot of people didn't like it when it came out, mostly because of the ammo, probably because it was harder. It was considerably harder than Prime 1, and going back and forth between the light and the dark world could be confusing. But fortunately, over time, that has reversed. These days, I think I see more people say that Prime 2 is their favorite than the original. I love Prime 2 so much, though. I just uploaded 1. And then this one, I will probably do 2 at some point. Unfortunately, I cannot do 3. I do not have the means. I have a Wii, but I don't have a way to record footage from it. I don't have anything that I can connect a tricolor into. My capture card's just HDMI. Transfer pod made of extremely durable densium alloys, containing a heavyweight golem power cell. Destroying the pod will not damage its contents. Well, that's good to know. Some of these scan logs are much more straightforward about, like, reassuring you about things. Like, there was one earlier in the Volt Forge place, like when you first get there, where it says something like escape pod close, or ventilation hatch closed to prevent malfunction, which I think is kind of a way of them saying, like, we're closing this so that you don't get lost and leave and then go, where do I go? Which is appreciated, because that I almost did exactly that. This doesn't look like I can do anything here either. I like the noise they make. These things are pretty savage looking. Like, Samus can handle these bugs fine, but just one of these things would destroy a human without a suit on. Well, so far I haven't been able to do anything with any of these. Though it is marking them on the map, which is nice. Okay, we need to go back and see Miles. I'm gonna take my time and look at stuff, though. I have to double check every time, because every time it looks like I haven't gotten all of them, but it usually does. There was only one where she missed a little teeny one. These controls are very good. I approve of motorcycle controls. Good thing there's no Moldugas out here. Moldugers and Gerudo babes to show off for. Bitchin'. Oh, what do we have here? Sand version of these guys? Sand Griever. Griever variant adapted to Soul Valley's desert climate. Like other Griever types, it is extremely agile and highly aggressive. Sand Grievers are Grievers adapted to the arid environment of Soul Valley. To conserve stamina and moisture, they will bury themselves in the sand and lie in wait for prey. When they sense the sound of a potential target moving on the sand, they leap out in ambush. Like other forms of Grievers, they are very nimble and attack with claws by spitting venom. Or by spitting venom. They rarely attack alone and prefer to move in groups. Each group will have several territories and they will rotate at irregular intervals. They will rotate. Man, I wish I could read. Should a powerful threat appear, all groups may form into one and cooperate to eliminate the antagonist. Sorry, bud, you're the antagonist here. Oh man, look at him, he's just saying no to missiles. Is that just like a hard counter? Well, that one hit. These things are basically xenomorphs. If you look closely at their face, they're very xenomorph-like. What is this structure here? This area isn't like ridiculously huge either, which is nice. We don't need like enormous open world and everything. Yeah, these are really good controls for the bike. For somebody that likes racing games, I approve. Man, that's a scary alarm. That alarm's scarier than the low health alarm. I think I'm looking a little too thoroughly for things. I'm looking for like caves and stuff. there's an enemy. Where the hell did he go? What is that? Oh, I ran him over. I'm still adjusting to the controls. I'm so used to hitting face buttons to fire missiles. I'm still confusing morph ball, scan visor, and missiles. Pretty much everything. Marauder, a prototype anti-griever weapon developed by the Lemorn after the Great Tragedy. They were never deployed in battle. Well, he certainly is now. Yeah, eat shit. Whoa. No JO crystal left behind. Those don't look like the same thing. I guess they are. No, don't shoot at them. I don't want to hurt those birdies. They're nice. Some of these jumps are like, look like they're just there for fun. If people give this desert area shit, then they should also give the desert area in Nier Automata shit. Wait a minute. I don't think I can destroy their nests with just the charge beam. Oh, I can go inside this one. Maybe one will drop a missile. Hey, there we go. I got something out of one of these. One of these here chunks of the G-Fit. Whoa, what happened there? It just shot me up to the top of this crate. That was weird. Oh, found a weird spot in the game. Finding glitchy shit. Let me see if I can like clip up through the ceiling or something. God, I probably shouldn't do this. I'll end up getting stuck. Oh yeah, this is weird. She just kind of like slid out the door. Yeah. Fuck off. Ooh, that actually killed him too. if you have the opportunity to hop on the bike and get him that way, go for it. It's quite effective. Oh, and you can destroy those too. When I'm reviewing this footage, I can hear little points where my voice cuts out. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know what I can do about that, so I apologize for that. At the moment, I'm just going to chalk that up to my really stupid setup that I have. The fact that I'm recording the Switch with a Steam Deck. That's also why it's in 720. That's why pretty much everything on this channel has a hard limit of 720. But hey, look at it this way. That means when I get better equipment in the future, it's going to be like a smorgasbord, and I get to replay games. Also, I see you, that one person who's consistently watching this playthrough. This one's for you. Cheers, mate. Feel free to have a chat about the game in the comment section if you'd like. My channel's small enough that I read pretty much everything. Not pretty much everything, I read everything. Ooh. Where's that little shit? There he is. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, cunt.
Got him without even seeing the reticle on that one. Alright, looks like I finally hit the other side of this map. Let's have a look here. What is this? Entrance to Fury Green. That looks like where I need to go. Wow, my earbuds are very out of sync right now. That doesn't seem to affect the recording. I don't know what this shit is, but I gotta blow it up. cold. What? That looked like it was the ice stuff. These things, if these had googly eyes, they would look like the Yep monsters. Was it the Yep aliens from Sesame Street? Yep. Earth. Now wait just a minute. Arid tram station? Are we going to a new area here? This is ice. I don't want to go to ice yet. I want to go see Mackenzie. I have a flame thing. There's no way I'm going to go to ice without getting flame first. We can at least enjoy this cool cutscene, though. Cool indeed. Oh man, I can't wait to see what's going on in here. Nope. Back we go. Nope. I noticed the little thong pattern on this suit here. Very nice. It looks rubbery. Like I can feel the texture of this suit. This is one of those psychic boost ball things. Yeah, can't do that yet. These things, these crystals are like grayed out now, so you can't get more of them. It looked like it gave me health instead.
Looks like you found some more technology. Bring it on back to base camp so I can take a look.
I wonder if it's like a cooldown, like a real lifetime cooldown or what, or you just can't get them again. His picture in the concept art gallery, like, he straight up looks like Rick Moranis. Straight up. We'll look through those images at some point. Got another one of these. Highly flammable. Okay, I need to stop making stops and just go back to see Mackenzie. He's being insistent about it, so I'm going to listen. I won't be stubborn. There we go. That's what I was wondering about. If that was just for slicing up the crystals, or if you could use that offensively as well. And now I know. Ooh, this is pretty. Kind of oasis-y. Wait a minute. Easy kill here. Not sure why I'm doing that. I'm sure I'll easily be able to get to a save point. Unless this place is now crawling with crazy enemies, but I doubt that at this point in the game. This is like a little Lemorne chill spot. Chill out and look at the tree. An alien species that also likes to sit. I too like to sit. Relatable. Okay, that I'm sure will take me back there. Looks like there's some other stuff here though. Yeah, we got a whole little chamber here. Okay, so it'll give you multiple points of interest at once. So we got a little green dealy there. Green dealy there. And a green dealy there. This is really good environment design here. Much more environmental detail as soon as you get into the first person sections. Samus is wanting a wound. This place is a comfort zone. I certainly hope nothing awful happens to turn it into a nightmare realm. Strong impact. Probably, wait, strong impact. Can't do the bike. Probably still don't have what that takes. Place is utterly crawling with these fucks now. Open up! Oh my god, he's right behind me. Can their projectile go through the door? Yes, it can. Still follows the same rules as previous Prime games, though. Enemies cannot go through doors. I think you can just kind of ignore these guys for now. Ooh, I can use that now. Okay, which way is Mackenzie? I don't think it's this way, but I want to double check. This is the transporter to the other area, isn't it? No. What is this? Whole lot of nothing. Who knows, maybe there's a very well hidden item in there. I'll really be flying once we get the boost ball. That's when you can really just blast through rooms when you want to ignore enemies. Alright, I'm gonna hit this save point and stop the part here, but I'll be back soon with more Metroid Prime 4.